That's the PDP party agent. Very, very effective. It was one that made call to the DSS, the same right standing watching, and it has been never efficient.
Can you go close to your microphone a little?
Sir?
Can you go close to your microphone a little?
Okay, you can't hear me very well.
Okay, now it's a bit better now.
Okay. I said, so it has been peaceful. The agents, these are the agents standing right here. There are a lot of people. If not, it will have been done by now. And there are a lot of people ready to pass that. But it has been peaceful ever since. And it has just been like that, sir. That's one of the party agents standing for the People's Democratic Party. So that's all for now, sir.
Okay, bro. Yeah, please just keep an eye on the situation, and whenever anything breaks, please let us know.
No problem, sir.
Thank you so much for that. Yes. Nigerians across the world, it is still an Ondo election, and we are keeping a very close eye on the situation. Please share this broadcast. We want, you know, of course, to cover the entire state. If you are in Ondo State, and you have any details you want to share with us, please don't hesitate. I will display the number shortly. Please, you could, send us WhatsApp on that number based on what is happening wherever you are, so that we can, of course, share the information with the world. Yes, Dr. Agbons, given the low voters turnout that we tend to be observing, okay, can we confidently, at the end of the day, can we confidently, say that a governor has been elected, particularly if we now have a case where we have just maybe less than 1/3 of the entire, registered voters, deciding, based on what we've seen across board may not even be able to account for 1/3 of the total registered voters. Can we confidently say that based on the voters turnout, that a governor is duly elected?
Yeah, that is this. It's going to be the sad commentary of this election. If this low turnout, it's not going to be a popularly elected governor. If this turnout we have seen so far is replicated everywhere. From the mass, the figures I have here, with a state of about 3.5 million people and about 1.4 million PVCs available. For those are the people that collected PVCs. That is already 30% of Ondo indiges. It's 30%. So 30% of the population that are actually going to vote. The turnout we have seen now, I'm just trying to do some kind of mathematics here. This turnout for me is actually about 50%. It's actually about 50% of the people who have collected PVCs. So when you add that together, you may just have a situation where the governor may just be elected with maybe about 300,000 people electing a governor. So, and when you do that, when you break that one down, I'm just trying to do the maths here. So you're going to have 300,000 people electing a governor, and you divide that with about 1 million. So it's going to be less than 5%, which is it's not good. It's not good at all. So, but like they always say, people deserve the kind of leaders, or if I use the word of my brother Bakare, the type of rulers they get. So to be to their luck, Undo, because the people they haven't really come out at all.
Okay. Just to quickly share this information with the people, please, I want to put this number out there. If you are in Ondo State, you are on ground in the course of this election, and whatever is happening at your end that you wish to share with us by way of breaking news, okay? Wherever you are, you know, we have some people on the ground, on the feed, giving us information. Please, you can send us a WhatsApp on this number. You know, the number is 0044 7438 229094. 0044 7438 229094. Please, you could, you know, whatever is happening, wherever you are, you know, all you need to do is tell us the name of the local government, the ward, and of course the polling unit where it is happening. Send us video images, send us pictures with the information. And of course, if you want to talk to us, you can ring us on this number and give us situation reports happening where you are, because we want to know exactly what is happening across the state. But we can report so far that in very many places around Akure or War and you know, and environs, that election has been largely peaceful. However, you know, part of the highlight of this process has been that you know, there's been lots of vote buying, and of course we cannot yet conclude that there's been voter apathy, but we can, you know, conclude based on the information we have and based on the data we are getting that the turnout, you know, in this election has been relatively poor, you know, poorer than expected. And so far, we have equally seen situations where some, you know, party agents, you know, have, you know, decided to stand up against those who are coercing people and who are selling votes. And without missing words, APC has been largely fingered, you know, to be, you know, involved in this vote buying practice. While in some centers, it's both APC and PDP. However, APC is paying more. We can see prices ranging from 7,000 to 10,000 at some point, and in some places 5,000 to 7,000. While in the areas where PDP have been, you know, are alleged to be buying votes, PDP are only able to part with 2,000 naira. And so this has been predominantly the situation across board in Ondo State, at least from the places that we can report from. So please, if you are there on ground in Ondo State, do not hesitate to send us, you know, any data you have that you think that we should share with the world, you know, through this WhatsApp, this WhatsApp that I've been displaying. The number is 0044 7438 229094. This is the Comrade Show. Thanks for joining. And if you're there, please keep sharing. I want to quickly go to Mr. Henry.
I think there's a video, Lamte, before you go to Mr. Bakari, there's a video in our situation room. If you can play that video for our viewers, please.
Okay, let me see what the content is.
It's from Apoy one local government, like polling units.
From Oluton.
Igbekebo,
Ilaje local government.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us know what is happening right now. Okay.
He just said here in Apoy, polling unit Igbekebo has stopped raining and voting has resumed.
Okay, that's some good news.
That's a good news. Voting will end here soon because only few voters are left on the queue waiting to exercise their franchise. So far, so good. I have not seen any case of vote buying, and everything is going on in line with election guidelines. That's a very good news.
That's good news.
That's a fair news.
Yeah.
In
order to add to Dr. Sakbama, I'm sorry, I like that name too much.
Thank you, sir.
Just before we do, let us share this clip.
Okay.
Yes, this one is a clip coming from one of our agents, and of course, we'd like to share with everybody.
at least the people viewing, although this clip is a bit slanted, but at least it gives you that feel that actually an election is taking place in this.
But I think our agents should be recording. They should be giving us a better image. You cannot be recording upside down. Why are they so afraid?
Yes.
Nobody sees anybody.
Yeah. This is
one thing we do not know. These people we just drag in these people without having experience of doing this thing. If you talk of those state-owned, for example, it was we are already informed. No, sir.
I did.
Comrade, the video is straight on my mobile. I'm watching it on my mobile, and it's the beginning. Maybe the first 20 seconds you can show that it's straight up. You can show the first 20 seconds.
Let me take. Olutoms, are you having something for us, sir? Unmute yourself and talk to us, please.
Yeah. Yes, sir, I am.
Go ahead, sir. What do we have?
Yeah, I reported earlier that rain started disrupting election process.
Always give us your local government and the place you are reporting from.
Okay, presently I'm reporting from SLD local government area. I'm in Igbekebo right now, and I'm in Apoi 1 LA units, LA police units presently.
Very well, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I reported earlier that rain disrupted election process, so it was paused for a while. But presently now, it has stopped rain. Election process has resumed.
Okay,
and
is everywhere peaceful?
Yeah, where I am presently, it's peaceful. There's no anything to be concerned about. Everything is going on smoothly according to the guideline of election INEC procedures and guidelines. And with the look of things here right now, voting should end soon, and counting of results, counting of the ballot papers should commence very soon.
Okay, did you still get any report of vote buying? Any signal of vote buying?
I've not seen any for now. I've not seen any for now.
Igbekebo. Okay, from your assessment, what can you tell us about the voters' turnout?
Based on my own assessment, the turnout is massive in the 2 units that I monitored. The turnout is massive. In RCM polling units, they are having 2 polling zones, and the 2 polling zones are the voters turn out massively to come and vote for their candidate of their choice.
But from the image we can see that you are showing us right now, that doesn't look like a massive vote turnout.
Yeah, voters once they are done voting, most of them will just leave the polling units and just go, because I think because of the rain. When it started raining, most of them were just had to leave the field, and some of them went home. The people on ground now are the people that are yet to cast their votes.
Very well.
That is to say, nobody is even waiting, or nobody cares to wait to see that the vote is counted before they leave.
Most of them, just after voting, they just have to go their way and just go back home and rest. But some people are here now. I think they are just the observers, party agents, and the likes.
Thank you very much. Keep an eye on the situation. I will get back to you soon, all right? Please, let's quickly take something from the Tosin. Tos, can you talk to us, please? What is happening at your end? Do we have breaking news?
No breaking news, but I have someone that I want to talk to you. Like, she voted from that previous polling unit that I came from.
Okay.
So she wants to talk with you now.
Okay, good. That's fine.
Hello, madam. What do we have?
My name is Ola Kemi. When I wanted to vote, I discovered that APC candidate is monitoring the how the people are thumbprinting. So we have to call the attention of the force there. They should drive them away from the place.
Who is the APC candidate you mean, or do you mean the agent?
There was a woman that voted and is trying to show it, but the police won't caution him in order for her to be able to collect her 5,000 from them.
Oh, they were giving 5,000. What polling unit is that?
That is a polling unit 8 or 32.
In what local government?
Akure South. Okay, Aro.
Okay, our local governments. Okay, that's good.
So Akure South, and how much were they buying the vote from?
Anybody that voted for them, they give them 5,000. Immediately they discover that is their symbol that thumbprint.
Have you collected your own 5,000?
No, I voted for the person I like, so I'm not interested in any money.
Okay, you didn't collect 5,000.
That's very good. Did you collect their money?
No.
She said no.
I voted according to my conscience.
No, but you would have collected their money and can vote for who you want to vote for.
They are monitoring every one of them, and I can.
How do they monitor you?
They stand where we are. They are monitoring how we are competing. So policemen check them.
Are there no security agent there? Are there no security agent there?
They are driving them. They are coming back.
Oh, that's preposterous. That's really wonderful. That's
okay,
crazy.
Dr. Agbons, based on, you can unmute yourself, based on what we can gather, sir, you know, how can you assess the situation? I mean, it's an issue with buying.
Yeah, you know, listening to that, the madam that one of our agents spoke to now, I'm quite happy that we still have, you know, people who are not ready to sell their conscience. Like the woman was saying, she said, and I quote her, "I voted according to my conscience." So, kudos to her. But again, I have some punches for the security agencies. People shouldn't be allowed to monitor what somebody is voting for. Another person should not know what another person is, what an individual is voting for. So it's an infringement on the civic and constitutional right of a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for somebody else to be monitoring who he or she voted for. At least we are practicing, is it not open secret ballot system we are doing? So at the point of voting, a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a citizen of Ondo State, should vote, only the voter should know who he voted for. So how somebody can go and monitor and be checking because of this vote buying they are doing? This is very shameful.
Please, we like to announce from this table, Ondo people, please, if you are watching us on Facebook, on YouTube, through the EIE, please, Ondo people, be at alert. We must get our democracy right. Our democracy starts from the day of election. Because if we allow ourselves to be coerced with money, there is no way the people we elect, you know, will be accountable to us because they bought their vote. We don't want that. Stand your ground, vote for whom you originally want to vote for, not because they are giving you money. Because you collect money and vote for them, okay, what you are doing is you are putting our democracy in jeopardy. We want to leave this quagmire. So if you are there, you are watching on those states, be at alert, stay by your vote, protect your vote, let them count your vote, stand by the vote. Anybody selling vote, expose them, let the world see. Of course, we have displayed our numbers here. If there are issues you want to expose to the world, give us WhatsApp, you understand, or call. Let us know what is happening where you are. We must, the Ondo people did it. There is no reason why Ondo cannot follow suit. You guys cannot afford to compromise this election. We are not canvassing for anybody, but vote for your conscience. Let it be that at the end of the day, it is the will of the people that hold sway. It is the will of the people that eventually decides who become the winner. Don't let it be that people, you know, they coerce you with money and you vote along the money lines. We are appealing to you. Collectively, we have a duty, we have a role to play in making our democracy right. And it starts from election. Mr. Henry Bakari, how sad are you with this situation of vote buying? Unmute yourself, sir.
In fact, I am really sad about it. Just like what I wanted to say before, because I wanted to tell the mathematician we have here in studio that he's not a good mathematician. You have given us I will prove it to you, sir. You have given us the population of Ondo State, the registered voters, people who have elected to vote. We are going to be surprised that your mathematics is going to be proven wrong. You'll be surprised that.
1 second, sir. I have a breaking news. Yes, Ondo, tell us what's happening at your end, sir. Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
There's some little shouts from here because and that's led to some little arrest for some people because a man disclosed, probably because of the money. I don't know.
Can you speak out a bit? Let us hear you clearly. What local government is that? What center are you?
There's some little arrest here. There's some little arrest here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear. Go ahead.
There are some little arrest here because there was some showers because somebody showed who he voted for. So I don't know why. I don't know what really caused that. So it has led to some upset. And actually, the DSS, the security officials are here now to the office. They have taken 2 people away from here already. So that's what the latest from here.
So whom are they arresting?
The officer, one person from the PDP and another person from the APC, but they are not the party agents, they are party members trying to clear the environment. So that's the latest from here.
Please stay on this situation, please.
Sir?
As I stay a bit on this situation.
Okay. That's been the office like this. But as it is, I will keep you updated anytime I see anything.
Okay. Dr. Henry Bakari, you were still talking. You know, yes. Given the situation right now that is being reported, are we saying that there's some hope that the police are beginning to apprehend some people who appear to be, compromising the electoral process? Can we confidently say that?
If the police apprehended some people, it's a good news to us. It's a very good news that police are being apprehended, but who knows who the police apprehending, and who knows the side the police are? Because with the look of things, the police can be on one side and the other side. Just like I was trying to say about Dr. Osakbama's mathematics, those 2 people might be able to prove him wrong in his mathematical calculation, because if you say that 300,000 people might be the people voting, but you might end up having 2 million people voted at the end of the after the collation. So that is my fear. That is just my fear. So
anyway, I will not say that his mathematics is wrong, because as a statistician, what he did was to give us.
Yeah, no. He did the right thing. But the question is, in Nigeria politics or in the Nigeria election, there's only those states that have been able to prove.
I think the reason why we are here is because we want to change the narrative. We want to change.
That's exactly why we are here.
To change the narrative.
That's why we are here.
Now we are changing the narrative. We no longer want to depend on what the status quo has been. We want to look at what changes can be brought into the fray. Dr. Osakbama, Dr. Tony Agbons, given the report that we just saw that the police are making an attempt to, apprehend some people because of this issue of vote buying and all of that, are we saying that some hope is being restored gradually?
Absolutely. Yeah, I was so motivated and inspired when I saw that last clip from our agent on the ground there in Ondo State. Yeah. I always know that we still have, I know our security agencies, they always get the punch from us and we always punch them all the time. But there are still some of them that are helping to change the narrative, like you said, Comrade Lamte. So it's watching that video, because videos don't lie. I'm really happy, and I believe if that kind of thing continues, some of these incidents of vote buying will reduce. And then for some of the figures I was reeling out, I think let me just clarify. When I was saying that the winner may be having like maybe 300,000 is the winner. So that is the point I was making there. So it is not that the total is going to be 300.
Can you just make a statement concerning, I think the point that Mr. Bakari was raising is equally valid. Even though I personally do not want to dwell on that past anymore, I want us to move forward. That we've had situations, which is his own fear, situations where figures always change. Figures declared don't always reflect what the people actually gave and all of that. So therefore, the final result may prove your own statistics wrong. You understand what I'm saying now? Do we still need to dwell in that environment of fear, particularly knowing where we are coming from?
So we don't need to dwell on that environment of fear. But I think with what INEC did in Edo, it may be very, very difficult for us to be seeing bogus figures. This scanning of election results from each polling unit to the INEC portal. So it may be very difficult for people to, inflate. But my only challenge with this Ondo thing is that two things. I have friends who work in INEC, and sometimes I engage them and say, where are some of these errors that we always have? One of the things where elections can be rigged is low voter turnout, because in this polling unit now, you are going to have ballot papers that are not used, that people didn't come to vote. So that is where, if you notice, during most of our elections, towards the end of voting, some people will be doing thumb printing secretly somewhere. Yeah, because of these unused ballot papers. That is one. Then number two, where they change figures is when people don't stay behind. Because most of the reports we've been getting from our agents so far are that people have voted and they are just going home. So people are not staying behind to ensure that their votes they are counted and their vote matter. So, like for instance, we will not stop talking of Edo because that is our standard point now. It's our reference point. In the Edo case, you see people crowd waiting, and the result they will be counting 1, 2, 3, 50, 75. They were even counting along with the electoral officers in the polling unit. So why are these people? Why are they just going home? So to be honest, I'm not very impressed with the Ondo voters so far. I'm not impressed at all. They are showing too much apathy and kind of laissez-faire attitude to the whole thing.
Okay, let me ask Mr. Henry Bakari. Mr. Bakari, based on what you know about Ondo, looking at what happened in Edo State, do you still feel that the Ondo election can be compromised beyond just this vote buying?
Like I said before, the reason why there's a difference between Edo and Ondo State, because the cry of the Edos went as far as to the bone marrow of the ancestors. So the ancestors got it. They got it. They got the message straight away, and the ancestors guided us on how we should get our life run. Because the question is, just like I said before, the people who really made Edo State election to make Edo State what it was were those of us in diaspora. We were too many, and we will really preach politics and good governance and good election. But in that of all those states, it's a different ball game altogether. It's a different ball game altogether. So the possibility of comparing the both. I don't think there's no way, because just like what we have now, I think you are very much in the picture where we had a meeting with the governor who gave us everything he has to give us, whatever, or everything. But I did not see anything like that in those states. I did not even see
information. The governor was giving us information. Don't say everything he gave us. So it was information.
Yeah,
Mr. Bakari.
The information he gave us on what he's going to do, how he's going to do it, what he's going to do, how he's going to do it, and the love everybody has for him. So you see, it's just because we are fighting against evil and angel in those states. But these people now we have 2 or 3 angels and 2 or 3 evil, so that kind of stuff. So we have different mindset and we have different will of how we do our things. So in their own way, they have their own will of playing their politics, and then they have to come out and really express themselves the way those ladies express themselves. So that's just one. That's where the difference is going to be there, because just like we were just saying now, just like what Dr. Sakpawan just said now, which that's exactly where I said I try to prove his mathematics wrong. The low turnout of people, we affect the inflation of figures. It affect the inflation of figures. So you see, so there's no way we can compare them. But the question is now, maybe some of them may have tried to do just follow those states system, but especially people from the creek, we have it difficult to follow it up. So all we need just what the joy I'm having today now is there has not been a report of killing or violence. That's one of the joy I have today now, and that is exactly what you and I represent. Yes, that's what we represent today now. If outside violence, then I think we've won we've been able to satisfy our conscience. But then the result, that is where we are going to have a little satisfaction and dissatisfaction.
All right. I think some concerns are being raised. Okay. Personally, I'm concerned about this, what appear to be looking like voter apathy. Okay. Without doubt, from texts that have been sent in, there's been a lot of, there's been, what's it called? So much reduction in participation on the part of the voters. And all that. As a matter of fact, some centers right now are just about rounding up, voting because nobody's around to vote. And all of that, and all that doesn't bode well. I mean, all that, actually, do not bode well for the election, and as it were. Now, all that now being crammed up with this issue of, vote buying. Agbons, I want to ask you this. In the course of, in the run up to the Edo election, there was so much outcry, by Edos, mostly in the diaspora. As a matter of fact, many people automatically became TV presenters, became presenters on social media, canvassing, sensitizing, calling out names of political godfathers, the likes of Oshomole, the likes of, what's this name, the Edo billionaire, the likes of Tinubu who came into the fray. Even there were the likes of Desmond Elliott who threw themselves into the ring. The likes of, what's his name, this musician that, what's his name? Idris Abdulkarim. And each of them got, what they never bargained for. You understand what I'm saying now? From different kinds of bombardment by the Edo people, heightening the entire mood of the election. I am not Yoruba. I dwell very much in the Edo world. You that dwell quite well in the Yoruba world, did you see that kind of arrangement, from the Yoruba community abroad, in response to what is taking place at home?
Yeah, thank you very much. I've lived among the Yoruba people. I worked in Lagos for about 7 years as a very young man after leaving university in Nigeria. I think I have an idea of, their style and their ways of doing things. And I have quite a number of Yoruba friends as well. I spoke to some of them even here in the diaspora before today. They also have they have apathy. Many of them are not even interested. So there's like my brother Bakari said, there's a sharp difference between the intensity of the Edo election and this one. So, but I cannot really put my finger on what is responsible for this. So I can't really put my finger on what is responsible for this. And like we said, we can see the turnout so far. So probably because the issue of Godfather is not much prevalent. Probably, I'm just guessing. Probably because the situation is not like what happened in Edo, or probably because there are three major candidates. So, but I really cannot put my finger on why the turnout so far has been low. But let's just hope and pray that despite this low turnout from what we are seeing, a perceived low turnout from what we are seeing, because we are not INEC, let's hope that we will not come and be hearing million figures later. So that is my only hope anyway.
Okay. So Nigerians across the world, this is the Comrade Show. We are still following the situation right there in Ondo State. And of course, if you are following us, please share the broadcast. And the news that we can relate to you is that voting has commenced. It's almost ended in some centers. And of course, we are already trying to, evaluate what is probably responsible for low voters turnout in very many centers, and we are following up on that situation. But what is the topical point in this particular election is that there's been reports of vote buying across very many polling units and across many, different local government areas and all of that. And this is capable of tipping the balance of things, as it were. And like already established, there are three gladiators in the race: the APC, the PDP, and the ZLP, Zenith Labour Party. And so how this things unfold, of course, we are going to stay on top of the situation to let you know. I have somebody in the house, Agent Nelson. Please, can you talk to us what you have for us, sir? Unmute yourself, sir. Ayo, unmute yourself. Yes, talk to us. Just unmute yourself, unmute your audio. Ayo, unmute, yes, talk to us. What do you have, sir?
Present now, where the units where voting is almost end, but people are going out to vote. Yes, sir.
Okay, can you say that again? Can you tell us the local government? Can you tell us the local government and the center you are?
We're
having glitches with the audio.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah,
can you say that again? We cannot hear you, sir. Hello. Go ahead, sir. We cannot hear you now, but can you just say that again?
Hello, sir.
Go ahead. I can hear you.
I said the unit where I am now, Ondo village, unit level, voting is still going on. So, the local government
is still going on. All right, please keep an eye on the situation. As soon as things change, you let us know. Let me quickly talk to Tos. Can you talk to us now? Can you open your video and your mic? Let us know the situation report. Toast. Yes. Open your video for us, madam.
Can you see me now?
Oh yeah, we can see. Yes. So what is happening at your end now?
I this place is peaceful, kind of. This is another polling unit, though I don't know their polling unit number. But I checked the fence status just now.
What local government is that?
Akure South.
Akure South. All right.
Yes, yes. Everywhere is peaceful, yeah, and I think they are conducting it in a well-mannered way. But I checked the fence status just now, and he uploaded something happened around Ojaoba area in Akure. A guy called Boyega was shot dead. I uploaded the video on the group. Though I'm not asking what really happened there, but I just sent the video immediately I saw it.
Okay, but in your place, we will do the video.
Yes,
But in your place,
yes.
can you inform us? Can you let us know if voter turnout has increased?
Not really. I think people are just voting and going home. They are not staying here to count the vote. They are voting and going.
Okay, where exactly was Boyega shot dead?
Ijomu area in Akure. Ijomu, very close to Obadeshida market.
Okay, I want to warn our viewers that you may find this what's it called? The picture is quite gory. The picture we're going to show you right now is quite a gory picture. You may find it a bit disturbing, so we just want to warn so that. But we're going to show the picture anyway. So that I think we're already seeing pockets of violence, I mean, in some places and all of that. And what we can say is that this election, is not worth the life of anybody. We must avoid situations that can lead to this kind of violence. But we are going to try to find out what exactly happened to this young man that is reportedly shot dead. But let's see the situation. What do you say the name of this person is?
Akure South.
The name of the person.
Hello, can you hear me? Boyega. Hello.
The name is Boyega. We got that. Toss.
Boyega.
Boyega.
The network is bad.
Yes. Yeah, we got the name already. Boyega. That's fine.
All right.
This young man was reportedly shot, somewhere around Akure. But what the circumstances leading to that we are yet to know. But we can see him bleeding profusely. Things are turning a bit violent in this particular, neighborhood. That's the image that has been sent to us. And of course, we have another image of this young man. It's not looking pretty at all. In fact, another young person, has been shot. We have an image of that person. It's not looking good. This one, they say it happens around the Okejebu area. That's the report we have. This one I'm going to show to you. They say happened around Okejebu area. It's a gory picture. I must warn, you may find this picture disturbing. It's not a video. So this is the young man. This one was shot, apparently looking dead. And of course, he himself, from the image we are seeing, he's he's armed as well. He's got a knife tied around his legs and all of that. Maybe this has been, a tussle between rival parties. This is what happens around Okejebu area. Things are beginning to, pockets of violence are being reported right now. Where that is the unfortunate situation at the moment. Dr. Agbons, violence. Is it
yes. It's a common thing with elections in Nigeria, violence, and again I say that it's painful. The the life of any human being is not what losing because of election. It's not. So even with the young man that is bleeding, so sometimes I ask myself is why do people want to get into elective position or offices? What is their aim? If it's to serve, if it's to serve, then you don't need to force anybody because you want to get into office. If these people are just going there, they see it as a money-making venture. So
before I come to Bakari, let us take this report from Anonymous. Can you talk to us, sir? Yes, go ahead. What is happening at your end? What is the situation report?
I just bring this out now. I just found out the case of boots buying now.
Okay, you just uncovered the case of boots buying.
Yes, I just got a case of boots buying now.
So, what is the situation now?
I think they are doing it secretly and discreetly. Like they would go and meet a voter and try to convince him or her to vote, and afterwards they should come back for some money.
Your audio is not good at all. Your audio is not good.
Yeah, comrade, there is a big breaking news on the situation chat. If you can go there.
Looks like I hear me now. Looks like I hear me there. Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. Presently at LA police meeting in the local government area.
Okay, Oluton, can you log in again?
Okay, let me
just
log in again.
Log out and log in again so that you can get it better then. Meanwhile, I want to bring this report. It was from what to us, reported by Channels Television, and it looked like, according to what they say here, that Akero Dolo's wife injured 3 kids as governors in detail invade pool. I think that's in our war. This excerpt is from Channels Television. We want to make that very clear. It's from Channels Television. Akere Dolo's wife injured 3 kids as governor details invade pool. Okay. Mr. Bakari, with violence that appear to be widespread now, are we not facing the possibility of an inconclusive election?
We may be facing inconclusive election, but with these people, as I know much about them, they're going to declare whatever they have, and they will accept it. Except right. But just like the clip you just showed now, it's enough to declare a state of inconclusive. And the governor would not like anything like that to happen because maybe just maybe the swearing in day, or maybe that place might be vacant, or maybe be taken over by the house of assembly. Basically, by sundown, just blow. Tell you the truth, because
Mr. Bakare, your audio, your network appear to be very slow.
I'm really disappointed.
Your network appear to be very
in these
slow.
days now, when information has been, I have a very good network here.
Dr.
Very good network here. I'm using fiber optica here.
But it's your audio is dragging, seriously dragging. Dr. Tony-san.
Yes.
With widespread violence, are we not, having a risk of an inconclusive election?
Yeah. Very, very high risk of, having a risk of inconclusive election. And most times that will always favor the incumbent, because when the election is done the second time, what you have is voter inducement, coercion, and all that.
I think we need to calculate
that clip from Channels TV is very disturbing to me. The polling unit where the incumbent governor is voting, and for this is Channels. Channels, this is a global television station, very respected in Nigeria. Channel put something out, you can put your money on it. So I'm not trying to advertise them, but it's one reliable TV station. So that clip is very, very disturbing. And 3 people killed, and we were just seeing somebody killed in one other place and somebody bleeding. That was where we were when that clip came in. So again, it boils down to the fact that are we really practicing democracy? So if we've had it so well in Edo just about 2-3 weeks ago, so Ondo is a neighbor to Edo State. So why is this happening? So it's very sad.
Now, is it possible for us to adduce, because at the end of the day, the Edo election was, majorly decided by the stand, taken by the youth of Edo State, majorly, all across the world. The youth came together, both home and abroad, and resolved this is what they wanted. And they chased it, they went after it, they canvassed for it, they fought for it, and they got it. So are we saying that we can blame the youth in Ondo State so far for what has been happening, that they have not taken a proper stand, to defend democracy?
Yeah, I will blame all of them, all this, not even only the youth. Yeah, I will blame even the elders. Yeah, because like we were saying some few minutes ago, you can see that the voters are not just there; that they are not there at all. So I'll blame all of them, not only the youth, but the youth being the more energetic age group will take a huge blame as well. But it's to be honest, I'm not really impressed with the voter turnout at all. I'm not impressed. In fact, I'm trying to still think about what could be responsible for this.
Okay, can we? I'm just getting one. I cannot independently verify this, but I don't know if I should show my audience this. Okay, this video is actually on Dino Melaye's wall. This video was posting, some minutes ago from Dino Melaye's wall, and I might be inclined to share this video, but I want to warn that we cannot independently verify this video, but it's part of it's an alleged fallout of this election. Let's see if we can have that image on. Yeah.
Over 200,000. Over 200,000. Zip everything. Over 200 from the agent of AAC. AAC and APC work together. No, I'm not going to do police. No, it's just his own face. Just his own face. AAC and APC work together. They have more than 200,000 on this. And the polling unit is the agent. You want to fight with them? You can. No. We must have a fair election. We must have it. I won't travel all the way from London for all this nonsense. No way. I will not. I refuse. I refuse to. Come all the way from London for this election and then someone is doing this. Not in my words. Nobody should bring 200,000 or whatever to this project.
Okay, we are beginning to see lots of different things happen in the course of this election, and we are, is the ambassador, are you good to go, sir? Your Excellency. You can unmute yourself, sir. Yes, sir. Are we good to go from your end? We barely hear you, sir. We actually can't hear you. And you are muted, but we still cannot hear. Anyway, before His Excellency, does his, what's it called? This with the technical glitch. Dr. Tony.
Yes.
You saw that clip?
I saw the clip. Is it the one from Channels?
No, the one I just played now. This one is from Dino Melari.
Yeah, the one from Dino Melaye's page.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't really know what to make of that clip. Who is inducing who? I couldn't really.
No, there's an allegation from the clip. I can play the clip again. There's an allegation from the clip that AAC, the agent of AAC, had 200,000 and is working with APC. You understand what I'm saying now? And all of that. So I don't really know how that is working.
Yeah, please, if you can play it again, because some of our agents were in contact with me, so I was just trying to get information from them.
Okay, I will copy and play that clip again.
Yes.
Let's see,
so that we
get it on. Okay, do we have it there? I think we do now. We do. All in this election. All in this election.
Mm-hmm. Over 200,000. Over 200,000.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay. We are coming for you. Hola.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, here is this is Charles. Like APC talk, and I'm where I am. I'm reporting from
APC. Where are you reporting from?
I'm reporting from opposite OSRC.
What local government is that?
Akure North.
Go ahead.
Yes. All right. This is the latest happening. The APC people they are attacking their system because they said the money it promised them has not been fulfilling, and it's not telling them that there's no money. They didn't give them money. Yeah. And I interviewed some of them. They said some people took maybe twice or 3 times the money. So,
and they have already voted for their APC. After the APC are no longer meeting up with the bargain.
hello?
Have they voted?
We are so
I think we lost.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Are you all right?
Hello.
Can you put on your video? So what
I think it's not convenient for him, Lamte. I can hear people are close to him. Maybe he just I don't think it's convenient for him at this time.
Can you hear what they are saying from the background?
I just hope that he's okay because I think people are close to him there. So it will be safe for him to switch off the video.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello.
Fab, go ahead. Fab, go ahead, sir. We can hear you.
Currently voting as did from Ibaroke Ward 1, where voting have ended here so far. Hello, can you hear me?
What local government is that?
The federal local government, Ibaroke Ward 1.
Okay, voting has ended.
Yes. In some areas, voting has ended.
So,
hello, voting has ended here.
Did you see report of vote buying?
Sir?
Did you get any report of vote buying while voting was going on?
Yes.
Who was buying?
Even the both party, like I said the other time, the APC and the PDP.
How much were they buying for?
I said APC 5,000, PDP 2,000.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. So what is happening now?
I said voting has ended here in some areas, in some polling units. Voting has ended for the past 30 minutes. People are waiting for the collation of the results and the announcement of the results.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please keep an eye on the situation. Whenever they start that, let us know. Whenever they start counting the
okay.
Thank you so much.
Comrade, I just want to quickly say this to all our agents on the ground there. Please, while you are doing your reports, stay in a safe location. Keep yourself safe. It's very important. And stay out of harm's way. Yeah, so there are discreet ways of making a video and reporting. Please.
You can put that into the platform, so that they be aware. Before I bring in His Excellency the Ambassador, I want to quickly give us I think this should be targeted voting, right? This is an image of one of the candidates, voting in the election. I think this is the PDP candidate. We just got this image now. This is it right now. Okay. Yes, Mr. Imaldu, can you talk to us now?
Yeah, everything has been fine. We've been having a very peaceful atmosphere, as we come. Everybody has been comporting themselves, and very soon the voting process will end. Then we start collecting.
How about the issue of vote buying? Can you hear me?
Nobody has been allowed to.
Okay, your audio is not very okay, but we just move. No, we can't hear you, sir. We can't hear you. Your Excellency, are we good to go, sir? Ambassador Biki Wifo, we cannot hear you, sir. We can't hear a word. But you are unmuted, but we can't hear. I want to quickly go to Mr. Henry Bakari. Mr. Bakari, can you unmute yourself? With this issue of violence that has been reported across, different places, what do you think? Given this election, right? Like everybody is, looking up to as a follow-up to the Ondo election. And right now, we are reporting some violence to the extent where it's been reported by channels in the clip that I showed earlier that even the governor's wife, is injured. What does that tell you?
You see, Whoever brought his farm wrong, we made the parking. You see, there's like we said from the beginning, on those state election, if they tell you it's going to be free and fair, I put it under hypotency. So you see, now, in fact, I'm really disturbed. Actually, let me just, like I said before, I'm really disturbed that people have refused to learn that election is not a do or die, or that one must share blood of another person to win election. Okay, now what will the governor's wife be doing where there's no peace? That's another question. Okay, now you see the whole thing is I think we'll be receiving reports of good news since until the last time now that we'll be able to see a lot of things. Though we expected it anyway, but we never expected it to be this way, or maybe we didn't expect it in the way we expected. But then, in fact, I'm disturbed. I'm disappointed about it. I thought the people would have learned a little from the wind of change. So people have refused to swing with the wind of change. That's, at least human life is important. Just like I would also expect President Goodluck Jonathan, who said his victory does not deserve the shed of the blood of a human. Just like our governor even said that to our governor, Basaki said. So you see, everything is happening here. Like we said it from the beginning, Edo State is quite completely different from Ondo State. They have different type of mindset, and they have not been educated on how to go about their things, and then so on and so forth. And also, it also depends on the governor. The governor might be he might have his own style of life, and whichever way he has to interpret it, whether wrong or right. And while other candidates the same thing. But then I'm really disappointed that the wife of the governor involved herself in the fiasco.
I think it may be too premature for us to make that a judgment because we still have not we still don't know what circumstances led to
exactly. No matter the circumstance, the governor's wife is not supposed to be involved in such a sinister attack. Yeah, I think I have to be very frank with you.
Yes, I agree with you on that, really. But we still probably we need to know exactly what has happened at that level
Yeah, no, we definitely we will get the full report later.
Yes.
We got the full report. I just hope
we are on it. We will try to get a report as soon as possible.
Exactly.
There's an information as well,
Go ahead,
comrade.
Go ahead.
Channels TV are debunking the report on the attack on the governor's wife.
Okay.
Because that report there's no voiceover at all, isn't it?
Yes.
So maybe we'll look at it again. We'll look at it.
No can you send that report down, please?
Which one?
The one you have right now, Channels TV debunking it.
It's on our Situation Room report forum. You can see it there. It's there.
Okay.
I don't know if yeah.
Let's see that video again.
Yeah, because that video has no voiceover.
We would like to know, we'll get all the information much later about what exactly is happening. But we know that a lot of mischief makers are out there, to undo each other as the case is. Yes, the man who sent, the agent who sent in this report to say channels have debunked it. Can we get that agent into the Zoom room to talk to us, please? Dr. Agbons, can we get that agent into the Zoom platform, please?
I will contact the agent now to get on the Zoom platform.
Lord, please. We need to get some clarity on this.
Yeah.
Apology to my house, to the house. I think I have to go to bed and sleep now because I have to resume by 6 o'clock.
You can tell us that privately, sir. Not on live.
we are on live. We are on live. Yes.
We have communications behind anything you want to do. You just communicate through the WhatsApp, and that does it. People have been doing things since behind.
Okay.
Not on live and stream. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Bakari.
What's up, Baba? So yes, you were saying something, Dr. Agbons.
Yes, I said I'm just trying to contact the agent on ground there to give us more information. He's coming. If you can admit him to the Zoom, I think he wants to come in.
Okay. Yes, we need to get some of this information and get them straightened out. It's very important because we rely on the information we receive from the ground, to do what we are doing. We are not physically there, but we rely on our agents to let us know exactly what the situation is because they are on the ground. So Nigerians across the world, it is still Ondo election, and we are doing our best to cover this election and give us at least a feel of what the election is like in Ondo State. But we can report that one of the high moments so far, one of the talking points is actually the issue of vote buying, which has been widespread. And of course, there's been pockets of violence reported here and there. Of course, again, another thing we observe is that, the turnout has been poor to a very large extent, not as expected. And, some of these things are, they're going to form part of the, major talking points, as the day go by. So, Your Excellency, sir, are you good to go? Can you unmute yourself and let's hear you, sir? You are muted. Can you unmute yourself, sir?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you better, sir.
Okay. First of all, thank you for the for the good job you have been doing since morning.
Thank you.
And I've been hearing sorry, I'm trying to reduce the volume here. Okay, can you hear me now, please?
Yes, loud and clear.
Now, thank you for the big job you have been doing since morning. Why Edo State, everybody came out to vote. There was a lot of voter education, both on the internet, by the government itself, and people were election savvy in Edo State. But from what I've been hearing you say here, it seems INEC and the government itself and the people, they have not been voter education, you know, to tell them to come out. And it seems a lot of people have stayed back because they are afraid, they were afraid of the violence. That is what I am deducing from what you are saying. And also, it seems that
okay, we have lost. Well, I want to quickly say that you know, the ambassador is trying very well because it's actually, you know, speaking. He's been trying to, you know, he's been having glitches trying to connect all the way from I think Tanzania or Kenya. I don't know which of the two. He's in one of those countries right now, and the network appears to be very bad, and so we have lost him now. Yes, Mr. Emo, can you talk to us, sir? What is happening? Mr. Emma? Hello, can you talk to us, sir? What is happening at your end?
Yeah. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yeah, everything is fine right now.
Okay.
Hello.
Mr. Emma, can you tell us about okay, can you unmute yourself, sir?
I've unmuted myself.
Okay, Your Excellency, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. You were off for a moment.
So what I was saying is that from what you have been saying, it looks like the Ondo people, there was no voter education done there by both INEC and the government and all the stakeholders. Because like I equally heard you say, you said the voter election, the voters did not come out in large numbers to vote. That means most of them have been compromised, because from what we are seeing from the videos, there's a lot of vote buying by both parties. So that leaves a lot to be desired about these elections. That's my take from what I've been hearing so far, watching it both on videos and so on. You know, I don't think a lot of voter education was done. And then again, I can deduce that the youths of Ondo State seem to be very, very selfish. They believe in selling their destiny for a pot of soup like Esau. That's what I'm deducing from this, because I don't see them coming out to defend their vote and to stop all this vote buying and rascality from both parties. That's what I'm observing. I don't know my observation whether it's correct, but from what I've seen so far and the amount of complaints from or rather reporting from our agents on the ground that a lot of vote buying is going on, that might affect the results of the election. That's what I'm able to deduce.
Okay, Your Excellency, sir, can we say that based on what we had in Edo State, the Edo election, are we right to say, in view of all that is happening right now, I mean, the pocket of this happening right now, that Ondo people, you know, are not taking a
in view of what is happening right now?
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, in view of what is happening right now, I still want to give it a little bit of doubt to wait till the election gets to the end. But with view of what is happening right now, one can deduce that the election might not be free and fair.
Okay. Okay.
That is from experiences of other elections, even the recently held elections in Edo, you know, because don't forget, right now it's already past 12, it's to 1 in Nigeria. So the booths normally close after 2 or around 3 o'clock. So that's why I said, before we can deduce, let's wait a little. But from what we have seen so far, and the few words that we've seen so far, I think if this trend continues, one can say the elections have not been free and fair. Nor is it credible. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But we have
I want to quickly come in here, Lante, because I have some breaking. I've sent it to you if you can put it for our viewers to see. That video, reports I get says it is something that happened in Delta State 2 years ago. It's a different event entirely, but it's been doctored. If you can check our situation room database, if you can put it out for, because we need to really discuss this, the impact of fake news in our electoral process. This is
okay.
for people
This
to
one is a tweet from Channels Television, isn't it?
No, I think the video just came, but it has the logo of Channels on it. But and even some of our agents in Ondo State are saying it never happened. But probably we will see later, because we have seen the picture of where Eitayo Jegede voted, but we haven't seen pictorials of where Governor Aketi Akeredolu voted. So it's looking like a doctored video.
I'm on Channels TV Twitter handle right now, and I'm going to share this with you know, our audience.
Very good.
This is Channels TV Twitter handle, and they can report that video is fake news.
Absolutely.
Fake news. The video below is doctored and it's not part of Channels TV coverage of Ondo 2020 governorship election. The events playing out in the video is from an incident in Delta State 2 years ago. You know, so it's please let us disregard this video. This video is fake news. This thing did not happen in Ondo State. This one is this report is coming from Channels Television, that it was doctored, and that this matter was an incident that happened about 2 years ago or so in Delta State. It does not reflect the coverage of the Ondo elections. So it's been doctored, it is fake news. And it's important we get that information straight, you know. So this one is coming from Channels Twitter handle. And they are reporting to say that the video that was sent to us earlier and we showed here is actually fake news. It does not reflect Channels coverage of, we probably have it here, fake news. The video below is doctored and it's not part of Channels TV coverage of the Ondo election. The event playing out in the video is from an incident in Delta State 2 years ago. And that is the link of the incident, of the video as it were. So we are getting this one up officially from Channels TV Twitter handle. So let us disregard the information, you know, and some other newspapers have carried it. I've seen some newspapers carry it that the governor's wife had been injured and that, you know, some 3 people have been shot dead as a consequence of the report of this video. Well, it is an era of fake news, a lot of fake news flying here and there. It's our own duty to ensure that we determine what is, you know, correct news and what is fake news. Thank you very much, Dr. Agbons, for that particular information. My Edo people, Nigerians across the world, we are still reporting on Ondo election. Like we just reported, you know, that the video, you know, that was shown earlier is fake news. It does not reflect, you know, the current happenings in Ondo State as alleged. We are still keeping an eye on that situation. As soon as we get more clarity of it, definitely we are sure to report the matter as it were. Yes, Dr. Agbons, I come to you straight away. Now, with all this fake news here and there, I mean, is this not a huge challenge to broadcasting, as it were, at whatever level?
Yeah,
because as I speak with you, certain reputable newspapers have carried this news because it came from China, so to speak.
Yes, it's a huge challenge, and this, you know, in the morning today we saw the purported withdrawal letter.
Yes,
that was immediately debunked, yes. And now, so you know, comrade, this goes to show you the level of desperado of the modern day Nigerian politician. These people are not coming for service. They are not coming for good governance. And they are also being helped by the near docility of most of the people, the registered voters in Ondo State, who have not, because you can see there's no, I cannot see the vibe, I cannot see the urgency, you know, like we saw in Edo 3 weeks ago. I cannot see it. So there's this apathy, and so somebody will just sit in his sitting room because he knows how to do Adobe and video making app. They just, something that happened, a security incident that happened in Delta State in 2018. Then they just because there was no voiceover, you know. So that was my very first suspicion on that video. No, because normally if Channels TV, reputable television like Channels, you know, doing a report like that, one of their reporter will voice it over, and they will even talk to maybe like the injured person and all that. So these are some of the negative impact of social media. Social media has come to help. It really helped a lot we saw in Edo. But in this one now, people are using it for the negative, and it is very sad. So, and again, if there are penalty, if it's a society where we trace wrongdoing, it is very easy to trace the origin of this video because there's an IP address, is used the internet, is used a mobile phone or a laptop. It will be traced, and this person will be publicly punished. But like in our society, in Nigeria, this person has done this thing, and it will just go free. So it is very sad. It's a sad commentary on our political evolution.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Matthew Biki Uwaifu.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
Let's talk about fake news, particularly with respect to our elections.
Yes.
Where do we go from there?
Yeah, well, the thing is this, just like Dr. Agbons just enumerated, the problem with Nigeria is there are enough laws on the status books, but there is never any deterrent. Like, for example, as he just said, this fake news just now that was peddled, and all the fake news that have been peddled since morning, if the DSS or the FSAs or whatever security agencies were very alert, they can trace the origin of that fake news, have the person arrested and charged to court, and even if possible, denied bail, because it's a public nuisance. But you see, because of the nature of our country, that person will just go free with that disaster is trying to cause. Who even knows one day, except these things are well arrested and looked at, who even know one day somebody can just bring fake news that the president has been overthrown from his computer. And before you know it, the whole country is in panic, only to find out it's fake news. But before they say it's fake news, so many people are dead already. So I think this fake news thing needs to be looked at by the federal government, and they need to have a section that can follow it up. You know, Britain, where you are there, if it was Britain right now, this person would have been traced already and brought to justice. And they will even show where the person was being arrested. So I think that fake news is not being well looked at in our laws, and it's not being, the rules are not being well implemented concerning this fake news. And somewhere along the way, for all elections now, about 2 or 3 serious fake news have appeared since morning. I think it is time to be alert. Even in Edo, you remember Edo, there were some fake news, but not on election day, you know, because we monitored those elections and things were checked out on and there. I think the security agencies were more alert in Edo State. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Biki Uwaifo, His Excellency. The issue of fake news, really, it's becoming a matter that is it's like a clog in the wheel of progress. You will recall that in the recent past, you know, the information came that the president of Nigeria is actually not the president; it is one Jubril who is there, and that the president, you know, and you know that was one news that took the whole world by storm. You know there's a parable in Benin that says that when a lie resembles truth, you know the possibility of believing is very high. A lot of people believed, and today some people are still believing in that news that, you know, the president of Nigeria, you know, President Muhammadu Buhari, is actually not the person who is there. It is one Jubri from Sudan. It was well peddled, you know, proven to the point of believing, and it's all fake news. You know, it's all fake news. And all
you see, comrade, sorry, I had to interject you a little bit. I saw this, it's on my phone here. I saved it. I stole this from the WhatsApp status of Dr. Loretta. She'll be joining us on this situation room analysis later. Yeah. And the quotation, is, they say, when falsehood becomes an institution, truth looks like rebellion. Yes. I'm just trying to support, you know, put a collar to wedge what you have said in a Do language, you know, about Ore, which is you know, like this Jubril something. I was like telling people, I said, there are certain things you cannot even you can't say in public. And I must tell you, there are some of my friends, some of my guys, they're like, they believe, and they were showing pictures of the neck and the throat and everything. I said, it can't be possible. It's somewhere even so people said unimaginable things. So it is where we are as a society. It is very poor, very poor. So
the point on the issue of Jubri, there was one picture where they brought, you know, a picture of the president, another person looking like the president standing by him, you know, and they now said that is the Jubri. It was when they were making the deal. There was so much, you know, and later they said that he was probably in a cloned, you know, yes. So that a younger Jubri a younger Jubri. Oh my God. Anyway, let us go to Tosin. Tos, can we get an update from you, please? Can you put on your audio and let us see what you see? Tos, are you there, Tos? Yes, we can see your video, but unmute yourself now. Put on your audio. Okay. Yes. What has been happening? Tell us.
Nothing really. People have voted, and I think that we have few people left.
Can you do your video so that we can see what you see? Thank you.
Can you see?
Oh yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be careful.
I know.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So
there are just few people left.
So they are still voting.
Yes.
Okay. And no crowd there. They just vote, they go home.
No much. Yes,
Okay.
and some people are hanging around too. Some people are just hanging around.
Okay. Yeah.
From what we see, I think we can easily, make some comparison, between this election and do election. In the case of a do election, we saw very mammoth crowds around the polling unit, everybody voting and staying and waiting to see the declaration of results and all that. But we're not really seeing that here. People are just voting and walking away. I mean, in this era where we are trying to say, man, let us protect this democracy, let us protect our votes. Your Excellency, what do you think? People are just voting and going away. I think His Excellency may be having a glitch. Yes, Dr. Your Dr. Agbons.
Yeah. The question again, because
yeah, I know you were busy on your phone. I was
I'm just monitoring from our agents.
Exactly. I was saying actually that this issue of people just voting and going home, people are not really staying to protect their vote as the case is, all of that. I mean, does that bode well?
Yeah, it's part of the apathy we'll be talking about all morning. From the Ondo people. I've seen some of the video clips some of our agents have sent to our situation database. People just vote, they go home. So they are not even there to hear the results. So it's very disappointing, to be honest. Very, very disappointing. And knowing the kind of system we practice, but hopefully let's believe that the different party agents who will be there we ensure that the result is what actually people voted for. But to be honest, I must tell you, I'm really, really disappointed with the turnout and the attitude of the ordinary Ondo voter. I'm very disappointed.
Okay, Your Excellency, are you good to go, sir? You can unmute yourself.
I think is on a call. But if yes. I will go, yeah.
Yes. So my network keeps going on and off, but I'm going to be here throughout, please. It comes on, I talk. Yes. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is this. Personally, from what I've been seeing, I'm very disappointed in the youths of Ondo State because, like in the Benin elections, the crowd voted, they waited for their vote to be counted, they defended it, followed it to the word. And the youths played a big part in monitoring that the ballot boxes were not stopped, neither were they stolen. But I think, it's very surprising that the youths in Ondo is as if the election is not taking place, because the pictures that I'm seeing are mostly of elderly people. I can't see the youths playing their role in large numbers there. And this is very, very disappointing. As compared to the Edo State, whereby even people.
Yeah, I think we lost the ambassador there again. But just to continue from where he stopped, is quite disappointing, especially from the youths there who have not turned out in large numbers.
Absolutely. Well, we are still keeping a very close eye on the situation, and still waiting for the agents to come in and, of course, give us some reports. Of course, we've looked at a lot of data that we've gotten from the ground. And
yeah,
we can report, largely to say that the election has been mostly peaceful in many areas. However, the only major concern, is that there's been huge reports, of a vote buying, and with all parties involved, but with the APC paying more, as much as 7,000 to 10,000, while the PDP, where they are buying, they are offering 2,000. And as a matter of fact, we've already gotten reports of, Tussle, people coming out of election, having had a bargain, and they are not getting their money. They begin to fight with APC people who are supposed to pay them. Your Excellency, the Ambassador, what do you?
yes.
What's your take on this issue of vote buying as it affects Ondo election?
No, the thing is, it is a very, very wrong behavior from both parties. And somewhere along the line, where there is vote buying, that means you are disenfranchising the people. Because the people, because of poverty, because of whatever, they tend to sell their birthright. And like you people calculated before, in fact, you are selling your birthright for about 102 naira, per month, which comes to nothing. You understand, really? It comes to nothing. And that is why I'm still saying voter education, I feel, was not well carried out in Ondo State. They need to wake up. The youth need to wake up, and they need to know that the future belongs to them if they take it. And they need to know that, they should emancipate themselves. People of Ondo should emancipate themselves from mental slavery. They should free their minds, like Bob Marley says, because what I can see playing out here is a complete disappointment. Not after Edo State have shown the way that if the people have a will, they will be able to conquer. If the people have a will, they will be able to choose a leader that they want. But here you have a large number of people staying at home. There is voter apathy. That apathy is coming from people who have already given their money, who have already collected money, I think. That's what I believe. I don't think it's coming out very nice. I'm very disappointed on the attitude of the people of Ondo.
Okay, just as a follow-up to that, because I believe very strongly one of the reasons why we are doing what we are doing right now is for us to equally make contributions to Nigerian democracy, to strengthen democracy, and of course make it the right democracy for us. And we are looking at the wider Nigerian society. Now, given the high bar set by Edo State, expectedly we thought that Ondo would follow suit, and thereby to spill over to Anambra State, which is another off-season election. So are we right to say that if at the end of the day, after proper evaluation, and we score Ondo lower than Edo State, are we right to say that Nigeria is not ready to get it right?
Well, I will tell you, I am one of the believers in my country, Nigeria, and I'm very passionate about Nigeria. I don't think 2 states will be able to be the barometer from which 36 states of the Federation, including the